Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video for Wednesday, November 30th. The SPY put in a pretty narrow range today. It felt dead, and it kind of felt like everyone was watching the soccer game, which I think started at 2 Eastern, and it was dead before that. It got worse after that. Um, anyway, it's going to be short and sweet tonight. I'm just going to, I guess I give a quick shout out to GDS. Ben pointed out the fact that it topped out at 13 early. We know we love whole number inflection points, and I know some traders took that back through 13 right there. Got a pretty quick move to 1380. I didn't take that one. I was busy trading GCT, which I put out an idea, red to green, which would have been over the opening 5 minute candle there. Well, I think I said through 790. Um, and by the time I put it in chat, it was too late for anybody to get it. I typed out after that I still like it over 8 because 8 was it was flagging below 8 in the pre-market, and you had yesterday's high of 820. I know for a fact a couple people got it, but I don't like to. It won't be on like the highlights page because I know I didn't really put it out it happened pretty quick, right? So I know a lot of people couldn't get it. But anyway, that was a pretty cool trade for those of us that did, which is just a few of us. By the way, they report in the morning, so anything can happen. I was going to put that on the watch list, but I'm just, I'm going to wait and see what it does in the morning. If they have a good report, it's certainly one to watch for a morning gap play, right? But it's not on the list as it stands right now. We'll wait and see what happens in the morning. All right. Anyway, what are we watching for tomorrow? ONCS, big volume. It's a recent reverse split, which you can't really see on this chart, but look what happens when I switch to 60s. It looks like a big gap up, right? Couple in early November, and you go back to the daily, and that didn't happen. That's how my charts, which I don't think it's designed that way. It's like a glitch in my charts, but anyway, that's how they show me that there's a recent reverse split. So there's a small float in this thing, and it had really big volume today. Definitely gonna and topped out right around 4, so maybe through 4 tomorrow. Certainly gonna have it on watch. KTRA. Watch this thing trade today. It might be my favorite for tomorrow, and anything can happen. It might open at $2, in which case it won't be my favorite, but might be my favorite for tomorrow. This thing can really move, and it gapped up yesterday on good news, but sold off. So sellers won yesterday, and then today, boom, it absolutely rips. Topped out at 617. Definitely goes on watch for tomorrow. Only for an A plus setup, as you guys know. GRWG is one of those pot stocks. Had a nice pop today on decent volume. I'm going to put that on watch for tomorrow. CRNC with the gap down and a big rip, so certainly interesting. COSM, that penny stock that I talked about. I didn't trade this today, but it's interesting. It topped out right around 85 cents. And if you look at the intraday, sold off, and then late in the afternoon kind of made a run at the high of day. So I am going to watch it. COSM. So that's it. USEA announced a special $1 dividend, which I never trust that. On a $3 stock, they're giving away $1 a share. I never trust it, but it did have good volume and fairly strong close there. So topped out at 372, maybe a price to watch tomorrow. CTLT just had a really nice move yesterday, kind of a quiet day today. I'm going to keep my eyes on that one. HUDI. This chart, because it ran to whatever it was, 190 something, and then had that nasty gap down. One, you got a lot of bag holders, but two, you can't really, the daily chart looks ridiculous, but you can tell, even without me zooming in, that it had nice volume today, right? And let's see, topped out at 886, closing at 875. Certainly one to watch tomorrow. I don't know why it was running, but I'll put it on a chart because of that volume. GRND, you guys know what I do when I have a stock I'm watching for a bounce 2 or 3 or 4 days in a row and I don't get any kind of setup in it and it keeps going lower, I just put it back on the bounce watch. I don't want anyone to watch this video and think, hey, Mike thinks this is a handsome chart. This is weird and ugly as it gets. And yes, it actually ran the other day to 71.51 and now it sits at $6.40. You can't say, oh my God, what a bargain compared to 71 because it should have never been there. But now it's so beaten up. No green candle since it hit 71 on the daily, right? I definitely got to keep this on bounce watch. No trades in it today either, though. PRVB is a really nice move from the lows here over about a week, just absolutely ripped. And you've got 2 days in a row down on kind of smaller volume. It touched the daily buy zone area that we look for today. I didn't trade it today, but I'm going to put it on bounce watch for tomorrow. And then lastly, MRTX, which had a really nice run from 75 to over 100 in about 3 sessions. Now you got a couple red days getting back near the 8-day. So that one goes on bounce watch as well. I'm going to leave it short and sweet tonight, and I'll see everybody in the chat room tomorrow.